Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Lots more news coming out of the CM Punk story from earlier today, where CM Punk, even though the fight was just set up between him and Mickey Gall, is now off. The word on the street was that CM Punk needed back surgery. So, honestly, with my breaking news audio that I did earlier today, I honestly thought of back surgery, keeping him out of action for months, maybe even a year. It turns out that the back surgery that CM Punk came down with is a small surgery. It's only going to keep him out. It's a lot like the Cain Velasquez injury that he just had, where he had surgery. It's only going to keep him out maybe 4 to 5 weeks at the most, and then he'll be back to training with no problems. The bad thing about this report, if you are a CM Punk fan, is that some people are thinking that maybe CM Punk did the surgery as a way to sort of screw over UFC, who was planning to put the Mickey Gall versus CM Punk fight as a sort of a main mid-card fight on UFC 199. Of course, that's not going to have the same payday for the fighters as it would if it was on UFC 200, and a lot of people had sort of been gunning for CM Punk's debut to be going down on the big Super Show. Of course, this is their Super Bowl, this is their WrestleMania, this is the World Series for them. This is the biggest set of fights. This is probably the most bought fight of the year. Of course, more pay-per-view dollars means more of a pay-per-view bonus for all of the fighters that are involved on that card. It doesn't matter if you're in the main event, the co-main event, or on the first match of the night. It's going to mean more money for them. And even if CM Punk versus Mickey Gall is the opener of UFC 200, they're going to get a bigger payday. Honestly, the thoughts coming out of this, with people thinking that Punk is already sort of demeaning UFC, and what Dana White is doing is a match booker of putting different cards different places. Obviously, people know UFC 199 is not going to have as big as a payday as UFC 200, but he's the 38-year-old rookie. I mean, you sort of have to do what they tell you to do. You signed a contract to fight for UFC. They tell you when to fight. That's when they put them there. I'm hoping that this story about Punk standing up to Dana White and just saying, I'm going to get back surgery, that's going to keep me out 4 to 5 weeks. Hopefully that lands him on UFC 200. Honestly, in my opinion, if this is any kind of truth, I hope you just put him on UFC 201 and just say, fuck it, you ain't getting on 200 no matter what. So, I don't know, it's not good. People think that CM Punk just sort of took his bag and went home from WWE because he wasn't getting his way. This sort of seems like it's almost the same thing with him standing up to UFC saying that he didn't get his way. So he's going to stand up to them and basically make him give him his way.